So, good morning and welcome to Thursday morning's Adapted Yoga. You can sit yourself on a chair, you can sit yourself on the floor, sit yourself down while we do our breathing. But while we're doing our breathing, we're also going to massage our face. Now, hopefully over the last couple of weeks, we've done different massage and different techniques that we've worked on, so you kind of know. But it doesn't really matter what you do. The main thing is that you're trying to push out and lift up. We always want to lift. Everything is about lifting. And we're always taking everything to the ears, because when we finish off, we're going to bring it down and take it down towards our lymph nodes so that we're draining all the fluids out of our face. The same thing, you're pushing up. When you're going around the eyes, try to be quite delicate. Don't be too rough. Make sure you've got a lot of cream so that you're not pulling the eyelids. And then when we're coming to do the eyes here, you might want to push the eye up and slowly close the eye so that you're working the eye muscles there. And again, you might want to, when you're doing your chin, you might want to give your chin a bit of a push up as well. But it's all about moving out. Now, we're going to close our eyes. So you're not going to watch me do this. You're going to just do whatever feels lovely to your face. But we're going to start thinking about our breathing. So we're going to think about where the breath comes in. So as it comes in, does it come in through the nose or the mouth or a bit of both? And it doesn't matter. Don't change it. You want to sort of feel the air as it comes in. So you want to feel it passing your lips, going on your tongue, going down the back of your throat, or on the outside edge of the nose as you're breathing, and up the nose. As you're breathing out, you may feel it on the top of your lip, again touching the lips as it blows out, as it comes down. So you want to feel and think about the air going in. Now, as you're doing things, especially around the eye where you're pulling out, hopefully you should feel that it opens the nostrils. And I want you to, again, sense the difference of lifting, as you're lifting, and how the air comes in and out of the body when you're moving the face. And again, when we're doing the neck, you may feel again a slight difference in how the air enters the body. This is all while you're massaging. So this is what I want you to think about. Also think about where the air is coming in. So is it coming into the chest or the lower part of the belly? Is it coming into the sides? Is it coming into the back? And then I'll ask you at the end to think about how you feel. So that's, are you relaxed? Are you tense? Have you got any pain? Do you feel worried? Are you screwing up your face? Does anything feel, how does everything feel? And it's all about checking in and thinking, how do I feel? Because sometimes we just don't know how we feel because we've never sat and thought, how do I feel? So, we're going to get our cream or our oil or whatever we're using. Make sure that you put enough all over the face. And like I said, if you need to at any time, you can always add some more. Then when you're ready, breathe out and then start massaging. Now I want you to think about how you're feeling. And we're going to start to take it round and pull through the ears. And then taking it down to our lymph nodes. How do you feel? And then taking it down, right down to the lymph nodes. Across your chest. And relax. Lovely. So at the end of the session, I'm going to get you to relax down. And I'm going to do something quite controversial, and I'm going to get you to think about your breathing. Same thing that we were just doing, breathing in, thinking about where it's coming, all of this. And then I'm going to turn myself off and go. And I want you to stay as long as you feel comfortable, as long as you want to. So if you want to go at the same time I turn off, you can. But I want you just to feel whenever you're ready to bring yourself back out in any way that you want. If you're on the floor and you're not, and make sure you get back up. I'll show you how to get down. So we're going to start, if we bring ourselves up to standing, and we'll start to do some work on our shoulders. We've just started working on our neck. So let me pull my hair out the way and bring that camera up a touch. So if we're standing up, we're going to take our feet slightly wider than our hips and turn our toes out, and then we're squatting down. Now if this feels too much, you can do the same thing but on your chair. So if you can't stand, you can do it on the chair with the legs turned out. We're going to bring the hands together in prayer. We're going to start with the right little finger. We're bringing that on the outside and then bringing the other hands in. We're going to breathe out and curl the spine, push forward, stretch that back. Breathe in, bring the arms back up. Breathe out, stretch over towards the right. Breathe in, bring it back up. Breathe out, move to the left. Breathe in, bring it back. Breathe out, twist to the right, but don't let that left knee drop in. Keep pushing them out. Bring it back to the centre on a breath out. Breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're turning towards the left, and watching that right knee. Breathe in, bring it back to centre. So breathe in, lift back, reach, stretch the legs up, turn the toes in, bring the hands down behind the back, and you're going to breathe in and go forward. Now remember, if you've got blood pressure problems, then keep the head up, don't go all the way down. Just try and lift them arms. This should keep your back nice and straight, so you shouldn't have to worry. But if you find that it's too much on your back, bend them knees. So we're going to lift back up as we breathe in, taking the hands back out. Do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to turn this way again. So turning the toes back out, bend the knees into a squat. Bring the hands together in prayer. We're starting with the left little finger. Breathing out, pushing forward, curling the spine forward. Feel that stretch through the lateral dorsi. Lift up. Go to the left. Move the feet to the front. Bring the hands down. Breathe out. Move forward. Bend the knees if you need to. Bring it back up. Lovely. So we're going to work them hips now. You can, if you want, take it down into a down dog. But I'm going to do it from the chair. So from here we're taking it up, we're taking it down. Hands down to the floor or to the chair. And step back to down dog, pushing back. So from here, you're going to lift your left leg up and take it out as if you're going a dog at a hydrant. And you're bringing the leg round towards your chest, back up like it's a hydrant, all the way round to the chest. Out and round and to the chest. You're making a nice big circle with your leg, and this can be, like I said, in down dog or on a chair. And the last one. So push back. We're going to take it to the other side. So lifting the left leg as if you're a dog, right leg, a dog like a hydrant. Bringing it round in a circle into the chest. And bring it back. Push back to down dog. Step or jump the feet in. Bring yourself in. Reach up. Take the hands behind the back. And we're going to take it into a back bend. So hands grabbing behind the back. Push the hips forward, roll the shoulders back, look up. A nice chest stretch. And then breathe out, bring it back up. Let's do one more. Hands behind, breathe in. Breathe out here. Breathe in here. And as you're coming up, you're breathing out. Lovely. So we're going to take it into sun salutation. Again, I'm going to stay with the chair, but you're taking your hands to the floor if you want to. So bringing our hands into prayer. Close our eyes. Lift our toes. Bring ourselves into mountain pose. The hands can be in line with the chest. They can be lifted. It's up to you, whatever your shoulders want to do. I'm going to keep mine here. Now remember, listen to your body, not mine. Breathe in, reach back. and breathe out. Bend forward. Bring them hands down to the chair. If you can, let your head drop down. Bend the knees if you find that it's too painful in the back. If you're trying to take yourself down but it's pulling right into the hips and your bones and you can feel it at the back of your knees, let the knees go so that the back can relax. We're going to lift up into a half bend. So the shoulders come back, the chin comes in, we pull the belly in. We try and straighten that back as much as possible. We're going to step back with our right foot, pushing into the left knee, pushing the heel away, shoulders come back. We can stay here. We can come up to our hips. You can lift the arms up. I'm going to stay at my hips. We're taking the hands back down. We're going to step back to down dog. Stretching the arms, pushing the armpits to the floor. Come up onto the tiptoes. Roll forward into plank. Shoulders back, squeezing them stomach, pushing them heels away. Now if you're on the floor, remember you can always drop your knees. From here, we're going to drop the hips, roll the shoulders back, lift up, and we'll feel that stretch into cobra. Don't let the shoulders drop down. Make sure you're pushing out. Push back to down dog. Lift the left foot up in the air, stretch it up. At the same time, look forward. So you're kind of going into a little back bend. Pull the knee in toward your chest and step it forward. Back into that lunging warrior. We're taking the hands back down and stepping back in, bringing it to a forward bend. Lift the head. Stretch the arms, breathe in. Now remember, don't take them any higher than your shoulders if you've got shoulder problems or blood pressure. Here we go again. Breathe out. Take it down to that forward bend. Breathe in. Lift into a half bend. Breathe out, stepping back with the left foot. And breathe in, lifting up to lunging warrior. Breathing out, back to down dog. Breathing in, up onto the tiptoes. And breathing out, curling forward into plank. Breathing in to cobra. And breathing out, back to down dog. Breathe in, lift the leg. Breathe out, step it forward. Breathe in, back to a warrior lunge. And breathe out into a forward bend. Breathe in, lifting back up. And breathe out, back to mountain. Lovely. That's just a nice way to warm up the body. So we're going to go into a rotation. I'm going to still keep my chair there, but you can go to the floor, or in fact, no, I'm not going to use my leg. I'm not using the chair actually. Sorry. I'm just going to go halfway down to my legs. I'm not going to go all the way down. So I'm not going to the floor. You can always have a brick or a block so that you're placing one block on each side so that you're not having to go all the way to the floor. But you can always, like I said, go to your leg. So we're taking our arms out in line with our shoulders, thumbs up, feet facing forward. You're going to bring your left hand to your right leg, your right hand to your left leg. Then at the same time, you're going to pull both hands and try and pull yourself through the middle of your legs. But you're going to work with your breath. So we're breathing in, stretching the arms out. And as we breathe out, right to the left, sorry. Breathe in, stretch up. And as you breathe out again, you're going to move to the other side. The whole time we're kind of keeping this back nice and straight. But remember, listen to your back. As you're breathing out the next time, grab hold of both legs at the calves or the thighs, not the knees. And breathe out, pull yourself through the legs. You can bend the knees, breathe in, lift yourself back up. So we're going to start with the left hand this time. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Bend the knees, breathe in. Lovely. Triangle. So, staying in this position, we're going to take it to triangle. So turn your right foot out. Again, you can have the chair there, you can have a block. You don't even have to go that far, you can just bring your hands to your leg. So we're going to move forward, breathe out, bring the hand down to the leg. We're going to breathe in, stretch the arm up. And breathe out, come back up. Breathe in, reach backwards. And breathe out, come back up. So let's do one more. Breathe out, reach, come down. Now if it feels better, you can always put that hand on the shoulder. Breathe in, imagine being stretched, the elbow being stretched up to the ceiling. And then breathe out, come back up. Breathe in, reach back. And breathe out, come back up. So let's try the other side. So remember, you can move that block if you want to, but like I said, you don't need to go anywhere near your leg, your foot. Keep the hips nice and straight, that's more important. If the arms hurt, take them out. So I'm going to take the arms out for this one, just so that if anybody feels that my shoulders are killing, I don't really know. So I'm going to have them down here. So we're going to breathe in, stretching the arms, breathe out, reach down. Breathe in, stretch the shoulders, stretch the arm to the ceiling. Breathe out, come back up. Turn the head, breathe in, take it down to the back. Breathe out, come up. I'm going to do the same thing, but now I'm bringing the arms in. It's a bit boring. So, breathe out, take it down. Breathe in, stretch the arms. Breathe out, lifting up. Breathe in, taking it up. Breathe out, bring it down. Take the arms down, turn the feet back in. So we're going to do the same thing but with a twist. So we're moving with our breath. Again, if you need to, you can have the chair in. I'm going to bring the chair in case you've got, especially if you've got lower back problems. You've got slip disc, you shouldn't be doing any of this, any twist at all. But if you've just got lower back pain and it's just muscular, then just be aware. Just be careful, again, any tight hamstrings, anything like that. So I'll use the chair, but it's the floor, it's the leg, it's wherever you want to go. So we're going to turn our right foot out. Again, your arms can be out so that when you turn, they go up in the air. But we're going to do like a cartwheel. So you're going to reach out over that right leg. Then you're going to do a cartwheel as if your hand's coming down, but it's not, it's turning. And it's the other hand coming down. So it's right leg, left hand down on the floor of the leg. The other hand goes behind the back. You look behind you. We're dropping the shoulder. We're lifting that arm that's on the floor or the chair up. It goes up and over. We're bringing ourselves back. So it's as if you're going to do a cartwheel, but you're not. You're not going, no cartwheels today. Later, when we get back to normal. So here we go again. Reach forward and cartwheel. And we're going to bring the hand up and bring it back. I'm going to do this one more time on this side because I've got the breathings. So we're breathing out. We're breathing in. We're breathing out. Lovely. So I'm going to do the other side without the chair this time. Taking just to my leg. So turning the left foot out or move the block around. I'm going to do it without my arms. So it's the same thing with the arms, but I'm not going to use my arms. So we're breathing out as we're leaning over. We're twisting. We're breathing in, looking behind. We're breathing out. We're coming back up. I'll take my arms behind my back. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. You can see it's just the movement of the waist. The arms are just there to make it look good. Last one with the arms. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring the arms down. Bring your legs in. Give your legs a little shake. So again, you may need the block or you can have the chair. I'll do it with the chair and then I'll change to the block on the other side. So this is half moon pose. Now it doesn't have to be very high. You only have to bring your foot off the floor but keep your toe touching. You don't have to lift it up too high. You're going to bring all your weight onto your right foot. You can take your arms out, thumbs up. Now the chair's there, you can always grab the back of the chair or you may be able to get to the seat. And then you're taking your foot off. You're pushing out, squeezing them stomach muscles, pulling in the abdominals. Tuck the chin back, pull the shoulders back and down, don't let them come up. If it hurts, bring them arms out. You don't have to have the arms. The arms are just there for show. We're holding it here. And then we're lifting back up. Lovely. And all of that is working them side muscles, working your abdominals. So let's try the other side. So again, thumbs up. If you want to, have the block there, but like I said, I'm not going anywhere near it, but if you want to go down, you can. Bring the weight to your left foot. When you're ready, find a spot on the floor. Make sure them shoulders are down. Take the hands out if you need to. Flex the foot, hold it. Feel that work all through the side, through your hips, working them abdominals. And then bringing it back down. Let's do one more. So moving the weight. Find a spot, pull the abdominals in, pull the pelvis in, flex the foot. And bring it back down. Last one. Move the weight and flex the foot. Bringing it back down. Give your arms and give your legs a little shake. So, another abdominal one, and then we're going to go to the floor and do some abdominals and then do some back ones. So this is a nice standing one, but again, you can do it sitting on the chair, same thing. You're taking your arms out, you're going to swing your leg up, and you're going to try and touch your leg wherever you can. So it doesn't have to be your foot. You can bring your knee up and bend your knee and just do it to the knee, if it makes it a bit easier. Or if you can bend slightly forward so that you can touch your toe. And these are crunches for your stomach, but at the same time, you're standing on one foot. And if you can't do it standing up, you can still do it bending the knees or straightening the legs and just touching the calf or reaching for the toe. So there's lots of different ways of doing it that makes it more accessible to you. So we're going to give our legs a little shake and we're going to bring ourselves to the floor. Now if you need to, you can either take yourself back to down dog, down onto your knees and down. If you need to use a blanket or a cushion, use the cushion, take yourself onto your good knee, bring yourself down. Now, like I said, at the end of the session, I'm going to turn off and leave you there. So if you're on the floor, you reverse that. So you bring your bad knee up and you use your hands to pull you back to the chair. If you've got nobody in the house with you, just watch this bit, don't do it. Always make sure somebody's there. And because I'm going onto the floor, I'm going to just change that all the way around. So, we're going to do a little bit of stomach exercises. Oh, I have to turn it to the right camera at 1 second. There we go, that's better. A little bit of stomach exercises and see what we can do. So you're lying yourself down onto your back and we're going to do some bum lifts which work the inside of the stomach. Your head's nice and flat, so make sure that you're not sticking your chin up in the air, that you're trying to keep the chin in nice and flat. Give yourself a bit of a double chin. Don't worry, nobody's watching. Hands flat down. You're bringing your legs up and over. Now you can, any way that you can do, you're going to push with your hands and lift your bum off the floor. Every time you lift your bum, you're going to blow out. Either way will do. Front or bottom, doesn't matter. You're just blowing out. We're going to do 5, have a rest, do 5 more. So here we go. Breathe out, breathe in. And then relax, bring the legs down. So we're going to do 5 more. Now remember, You can always, because I'm doing it adapted, I'm slowing it down, you can always take that up to 10, 20. You can pause it if you're watching this later and do more. It's up to you. So here we go. One more set. Breathe out, breathe in. And then bringing it back down. What one will do next? Lovely. So we're going to do a bit of an eagle crunch. You're going to bring your right knee over the top of your left knee. If you want to hook it over, you can, but you don't have to. It can just stay there. Now, if it's your right knee on top, then it's obviously going to be your left hand on top. And again, it doesn't matter if the hands don't touch. You're just keeping them here. You're starting off with your fingers touching the floor and your toe touching the floor. You're going to breathe out and try and get your elbows and your knees to touch while keeping your chin tucked in. So you're going to breathe out and breathe in. And again, we're going to do 5 and then we'll swap sides. Breathe out, breathe in. And relax. Take the arms out, take the legs off. So let's try the other side. So left over right, right over left. Hands on the floor, toe on the floor. 5 breaths. And relax. Let's just do one more set. So right over, left over. And relax. Last one. And relax. And you should be starting to feel their muscles starting to move. So we're going to do a bit of a bicycle crunch this time. So again, we're staying down, we're having ourselves on our tiptoes. You can place your hands behind your head, or you can have one hand flat on the floor, and that will start this way. So put your right hand on the floor and your left hand behind your head, but it's not pulling your head. You're still tucking your chin in. You're going to lift your right knee off and you're going to roll your shoulder towards your knee. Your left shoulder towards your right knee. And back down. So bringing both legs down and the back. So we're going to do 5 on this side and 5 on the other. Again, we're going to breathe out and breathe in. And bring it down. So we're going to change sides. So the right hand comes behind the head, but it's not holding the head. It's just touching. Fingers are just touching gently. You can even stick your finger in your ear so that you know you're not actually going to use your head. So now the left leg comes up. We're going to lift, breathe out, breathe in. And relax. Now you can always make that harder by bringing both hands to the head or inside the ears and then alternating the legs. So you can go up and down, up and down. Okay, so either one of those is okay. We're going to do 5 on each side or 10 if you're doing it this way. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change sides if you're doing it single. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. And relax. Let your shoulders relax, let everything relax down. So again, the more you do, the harder it works the stomach, but always be aware of that neck, that shoulders. If they start hurting, stop. Have a rest. Think about what's happening with the stomach muscles. So we're going to take it into boat. So we're coming up onto our butt. We're using our hands at the back and pushing our chest forward. We're bringing our feet in and coming up onto our tiptoes. Now trying to pull in your pelvic floor, pull in your abdominals, lift your hands, and if you can, lift your toes. Hold it here. And then we'll go into relax. So we're going to do it again, see if we can lift our legs a little bit higher. So again, we're using our hands to push us up, keeping our back nice and straight, pulling our stomach in, pulling our abdominals in, lifting our hands first. For some people, that's enough. Come up onto your tiptoe, walk your feet in, see if you can lift the toes, see if you can lift your leg, even if you have to hold on. And then you can let go with one hand, or one hand, and both hands. And then bring it down, bring yourself back in. Lovely. So we're now going to turn over onto our back, onto our belly. We're going to do a bit of, it's called a yogic swim. Now the idea of this is that you can only go as far as you can go. So unlike where we're using in Cobra, where we're pushing with our hands to stretch our back, in the yogic swim, there's nothing. You've got to just use the muscles in the back to help to lift. So you will only go as far as you can go. You can't go any further. And because you're only going as far as you can go, very rare you won't do any injury to yourself. Keep it nice and slow. Just imagine swimming. And that's all I'm going to get you to do, is to swim. So breaststroke. You can tuck your chin in, keep it long. And then maybe you can go to front crawl. And then you might be able to do dolphin. And then have a rest. So we're going to do that again. So coming back up. Making sure I don't catch my foot on anything, my hands. So again, let's do front crawl. Or breaststroke, sorry. Then front crawl. Or in any direction, or backstroke. And dolphin. And then rest. So from here, we're going to take it into bow. Now we'll do single, but remember, I'm going to stay single. If you want, you can always do double. I'm going to do single twice. So we're bringing our hands underneath our elbows, right underneath our shoulders. And that'll start to lift us into a back bend already. Then we're going to start with our left foot because it's close to the TV. Lift it up, flex your foot. If you need to, lasso a band around it so that you're pulling it towards you. And you can stay here and just pull it back, but flex the foot. If you can get it a little bit closer, then get it a bit closer. Then you're lifting your knee off the floor. And then bring it down. Unlasso your foot. Change side. So again, elbows underneath. Flex your foot. Lasso it with your band. I can lasso it. Bring the elbow, so the elbow's up in the air. And then lift the foot. Pushing the arm forward. As if you're trying to throw your foot. And bring it down. Let's change sides. So lift, push the foot away. And last time. And bring it down, undo your legs, let your body drop down, turn your palms, place them flat on the floor, turn your head in one direction, bring your knees, your feet up, and just let them go side to side, as if they're washing windows. And then we're going to bring our head to the other side. This side should hurt because it's not the way we normally do it. And again, side to side, window wipe them feet. Bring yourself, your feet down, bring your hands under, roll yourself onto your back. And let's just stretch out that waist. So we're going to take it into an eagle stretch. So bring your right leg over the top of your left. You don't have to hook it. Now, if your right leg's over the top, you're going to take your legs over towards the left. You're going to keep your shoulders flat down. That should feel a lovely pull out through that lower back. And then bring it back to centre. Change legs. The left's over the right, and we're bringing it over towards the right. Keeping our left shoulder on the floor. If you want, you can turn and look towards your left, but you don't have to. You can still look up to the ceiling if you want. And bring it back to centre. Take the legs apart. Turn the palms over. You can sit up, you can lie down. Bring the knees together. Take it out into corpse. Put a blanket over you. Anything you want to do, it's completely up to you. So I'm going to get you again just to relax yourself down. And eventually you're going to bring yourself up whenever you're ready. But I want you to think about the breathing. I want you to notice how it enters the body. Through where it enters the body. Nose or mouth. It doesn't matter. I don't want you to change your breathing. All I want you to do is just to notice. To notice the sensation of the breath passing over the lips, the teeth, the tongue, the throat, the nostrils, the hairs, the back of the throat. How it leaves the body through the mouth or the nose. As it comes into the body, does it go into the top of the lungs, the middle of the lungs, the bottom of the lungs? Again, it doesn't matter, and don't change it. Does it come into the sides, into the back? How long? So count how long it takes for you to breathe in. Count how long it takes for you to breathe out. Notice if you hold the breath as you breathe in, or if you hold the breath as you breathe out. Don't change anything. Don't worry that, oh, it's not this long, or it's not that long, or it's coming in here. It doesn't matter. It's only about noticing. Notice how when you breathe in, what different parts of the body. So as you breathe in, focus on like the shoulder. And notice as you breathe in and you breathe out, does it feel as if the air's coming in and opening the joints in the shoulders? It doesn't have to be the shoulder. It can be any part of your body that you want to focus on. Notice how you're feeling. So as you breathe in, is your feelings the same? Are your thoughts the same as when you breathe out? Now this is a really hard thing to do. It's one of the hardest breathing exercises. People think sculpting breath is, but it's not. It's this. Just focusing on your breath without changing it, without criticising it, without worrying. Just noticing.